I think there's like definitely an increasing interest from the luxury industry for new technology, especially for blockchain technology. Luxury brands has start adapting the blockchain technology for anti-counterfeiting and also traceability purpose. So this is a great news for us as well. So we can just simply list their items on our platform without authenticating the products.
How did you get started in luxury goods?
Well, I used to be a fashion designer in luxury brands. So that's the reason why I understand the industry pretty well. Because the luxury goods actually in general they hold value very well. So you can always resell your your wallet. Maybe like the price is actually more than the retail price sometimes.
Wow. Okay, well, let's get this started. I want to learn a lot more about LuxFi and take some time to learn about the industry. I'm glad you're all here with us. Get your questions ready because we're going to be talking to Aidaa from LuxFi and learn all about this new blockchain innovation in the luxury goods space on Chainlink Live. Welcome to Chainlink Live. My name is Andy Boyne from Chainlink Labs. I'm talking to Aidaa Wong from LuxFi. Aidaa, it's great to have you here. Why don't we start right away and tell us what is LuxFi? What makes LuxFi really special?
Well, thanks, Andy. Thanks for having us here. And LuxFi is the world's first real-world asset-backed NFT marketplace for luxury assets. Luxury assets that hold value very well and that have resale values. The items including luxury watches, branded handbags, limited edition sneakers, branded jewelry, collectibles, art, gold, diamonds, etc. So where anyone can buy, sell, invest into luxury asset using cryptocurrency and traditional payment methods. So what is so special about LuxFi is that we leveraging on our big data intelligence system and unique algorithm for automate data collecting and data processing so that we are able to provide an accurate NFT pricing that is backed by real-world data for each NFT on our platforms. And we eliminate the counterfeit while minting an NFT on our multi-chain blockchain network after the item is authenticated by professional verifier in our network. We use the product fingerprint technology to tie the real-world luxury asset with each NFT on blockchain. And product fingerprint is unique for each item, even though they are same products. Maybe can you share our demo video here? So how we could tokenize the real-world assets to NFT.
I will do that.
Yeah, thank you.
So just for the audience, if you're unfamiliar with the luxury goods data space, or this is like two problems in one. One, there's this luxury goods industry, and there's a big problem with counterfeiting, right? People might want to make counterfeit luxury goods. You can sell them for a reduced price, and somebody gets an inauthentic version. And so there's this sort of data provenance. We want to know that a luxury good is authentic and that it's, had this ownership and all this. But there's this challenge, right? Blockchain is good for that of tamper-proofness, but there's a really challenge of how do you prove that something off-chain, a bag, a sneakers are legitimate and have this. So LuxFi is approaching this problem in a really interesting way. If you start just thinking in your brain, like, how do you know where a bag is? If I have one and I'm going to sell it, how do you know that I have it and I'm actually going to sell it to you? So I'm going to play this video that LuxFi gave to me, and it walks through the process of how do you get a real world object on chain as an NFT? How do you verify that process? So it's a little bit of a longer video, but it demonstrates the product so well. Like, you watch it and you just get the steps that you need to go through and kind of some of the problems that they're solving. So I'm going to bring that up here and I'll let you guys watch this video.
Thank you.
Create digital assets on the blockchain. If you want to create digital assets on the blockchain, you must first log into your account and click Upload to enter the product uploading page. We can upload the product information here, including the brand, style, material, color type, condition, price, location, and a picture of the product. When we submit the product information, a pop-up window with the product information will appear, which also includes a unique QR code and product ID. Then we scan a blank product ID card with an NFC chip with our phone. The phone will automatically jump to the app login interface. After successful login, the system will ask whether the product information has been uploaded. If you have uploaded the product information, click Yes to enter the next step. Now you only need to scan the QR code corresponding to the product or directly fill in the product ID. It will jump to a new page, which includes the product information we just uploaded on the PC. Confirm all the product information is accurate and take a picture of the product logo here. To transfer to a product fingerprint, click the Confirm button at the bottom and enter the password for authorization. Once authorized, we can see the information on the chip of the ID card, including the chip ID, product ID, etc. This indicates that the product information and product fingerprint have been tied to the product ID card. This process uses the product's own texture to create a unique product fingerprint and tie the product's information, product ID card, and the actual product together. Next, click OK. We will see that the status of the item we just uploaded is under review. In a few seconds, all the information about the product will be automatically uploaded to the blockchain. The status of the product will also become approved, and it will appear on the on-chain list. By now, we are done getting the product on-chain, and the product information is stored permanently on the blockchain. All information on the blockchain cannot be altered and has anti-counterfeiting traceability features. Each product on the blockchain has a product ID card. To view the product information and history of this Chanel handbag, simply scan the unique and copy-proof product ID card. When the product ID card is scanned, the scanned data will be recorded by a data intelligence system. The corresponding product will be displayed on business intelligence platform. Finally, when the products are traded, the seller can use the mobile app to scan the QR code of the buyer's account, and then a transaction page will pop up. It contains the buyer's account and transaction information, and the buyer also needs to verify the authenticity of the product. Take a photo of the logo of the Chanel handbag through the mobile app. The system algorithm will automatically compare this product with the product fingerprints collected when being listed on-chain during production or after verification by industry experts. The product fingerprint is used to verify whether each product is associated with its own chain digital information and product ID card. It collects the unique texture of the product, and thus the product fingerprint is unique to each product. For example, here is the verification result of two identical Chanel wallets produced at the same time with the same batch of materials. You can see that although these two Chanel wallets look the same and are made with the same material, their fingerprints do not match. When the buyer confirms that the Chanel handbag is authentic, it will jump to the payment page, which it shows cash payments here. Check the transaction information and enter the password to confirm the final transfer of goods. Once the transaction is submitted, it will be recorded on the blockchain. Both sellers and buyers can go to the list of products or to the blockchain to check the trade status.
We're back.
Oh, thanks, Andy.
Absolutely. I mean, I feel like that video really showcases when it struck home for me is when you're doing the scan of the bag, that the logo that also catches the pattern from the same batch of goods. That's just a really interesting. This is a hard problem to solve. How do you make sure something is unique? We know there can be digitally stamped unique NFTs that are generated from art, but how do you make something from the real world and prove that this is a unique item? Such a cool use case.
Oh, thanks. Yeah, and I think that's the problem we solve. Like most of the blockchain solutions, right? They the NFT and the real world asset, they are separate. They are not linked together. So this is how we link both of them, the digital and also the real world asset together.
The use case for Chainlink, there was a Chainlink announcement with LuxFi a week or so ago. I'm not sure. I don't remember now. But a little while ago, that LuxFi data about these luxury goods can now be used in smart contracts. And so, as a Chainlink external adapter, a data source, data provider, we can get this data. So you saw at the beginning, people are entering like, what is the price for this item? What does it look like? What is the brand? What is the model? That data can be used in smart contracts in an interesting way.
Yeah.
And that's just available for smart contract developers to use. If you think that data might be useful for insuring some of these luxury goods, you're going to want to know what luxury good it is and have a good record of that. So there's a lot of really interesting use cases in there. What are some of the visions that you guys have for this kind of data being on chain? Like, what can this do for people?
All right. So like there are many challenges for the retailer to sell luxury goods, especially in secondary markets, right? And all the luxury goods owner as well has some challenges for them.
Mm-hmm.
So that increased the no benchmark price for pre-owned luxury items. Price of the pre-owned item assets depends generally greatly across different countries, sell channels, and also different sellers as well. So all the decisions are made based on the retailer's personal experience. And for example, they don't know exactly where and when to sell the item to get the best conversion rate, and what is the best price point for each item. And for the luxury owners, so they do not know the true value of the asset that they are holding as well.
Mm-hmm.
So starting from 2018, we've built a blockchain-based data intelligence system. The data intelligence system automatically collects and analyzes millions of data points from global sales channels, online and offline, as well as social media platform to uncover hidden patterns, unlock correlations, and unravel deeper data-driven insight about personal luxury goods. So brands and retailers can make the best decision from the data. We tracked millions of data points across 28 countries worldwide, and also all the B2B and B2C sales channel and social media platforms for luxury goods. So maybe Andy, can you share the screen, please? So how we collect the data? All right, so you can see here. So we collect the data from official brands, retailers, consignment stores, online retailers, and also secondhand wholesaler as well as the social media channels. We automate the whole data cleansing and mining process, and through the machine learning and image recognition, so we'll be able to provide a really accurate NFT value. For example, if we use in DeFi, right, decentralized financing like use case, so they will be able to tell the collateralized value as well, and also the interest rate of each NFT for the collateralized lending, for collateralized loans, and also the liquidation value, and as well as the NFT auction value.
Yeah, there's some questions in the chat about this on this left side here about some of the places that you're collecting data. So I'm just going to pop this up here real quick, and maybe you can talk about it. Do we know how far back the items go, like the history? It looks like you have official brands and some wholesalers as well, and that sort of thing. Are there other kind of data sources that you're pulling from that are of interest? Somebody else is asking about repairs as well. I don't know if repair shops would be possible to get on there depending on how those are processed. But can you talk a little bit about what is this industry that's off chain right now?
Yeah, so sure. So how fast is the so now at this moment, so we only chase the product when they are selling in the markets. But since like we are onboarding different retailers, so we'll be able to tell from when they manufacturing during the production as well. So we'll be able to tell. And also if we work with the brands and also the manufacturer. And for the location shipping information, that will be in those data that is already like in the market. So for example, like we collect the data from different e-commerce sites, right? So we'll be able to tell where is the product is located, and also the original seller, who is the original seller.
That's really interesting. Bees has a question as well that's related to this. Bees is asking, is this for pre-owned items only, or are individual luxury companies starting to think about having their new items also part of NFTs as part of the purchase? And I don't know if that's part of LuxFi right now, or if that's something you're exploring or anything like that. But is there conversation among these for original new items as opposed to secondary market items?
Yeah. So as I mentioned earlier, so different brands, they start using blockchain technology to for the traceability. So that is something definitely like that's something like you will be able to see from our NFT, and also yeah, and it's not just for the pre-owned items, for the brand new as well, and we'll be able to tell, for example, how much is a LV selling on that items, and how much is the resale value, and how much is, if like it's a brand new item, how much is the resale value, and how much is the pre-owned value as well.
That's a really great question. You're talking about pricing for these items. That's a really hard question because some of this, they're luxury brands. They may have sentimental value. My wallet that I showed, I'm not going to sell that. I like it a lot. It has a lot of sentimental value. And so finding an accurate price, and there's not very many of these items, like compared to, mass-produced items, there's very few. So finding a price can be really hard. So this is a hard challenge. That is really cool, and I like the way that you've set this up. It's an interesting way to solve it, to create that data, and then of course to make it available on chain is that next step in financing goods and rarity as well. I want to turn a little bit to the fashion side. What are some of the types of items? I know we saw handbag as an example in the video, but what are the other types of items that really stand out that you think people and retailers are really interested in making part of this platform?
Yeah, luxury watches. So many of our clients, they are asking like when we would relaunch our luxury watches category. So luxury watches is something we are working on as well. So we'll be able to tell a lot of luxury watches, the resale value is actually higher than the retail value.
And then I also
limited edition sneaker as well. Limited edition sneaker, like for example, some Nike like limited edition, right? So the retail price is a lot cheaper than the resale price.
That's a really interesting one. I don't know that much about the sneakerhead market, but it's such a passionate community and an interesting community that I kind of want to just learn about it. I know there's been some NFTs just about like art versions of them, but tying those back to real world objects are pretty interesting to me. So you've been talking a little bit about users, or like just people who are purchasers, customers, but also retailers. Is there a particular market that you're looking to reach? Like, is there an ideal user for you, or are there multiple users for LuxFi?
So in the beginning, like since 2018, so we working with like retailers. We are enterprise solution in the beginning. So we are providing data to different retailers and also brands as well. And now like we are moving to our phase 2, which is a NFT marketplace, backed by the real world assets for luxury goods, for luxury assets.
Mimi's got a question. How do you ensure that there are not fakes or counterfeits? I mean, that in the video, it showed sort of this examination of the logo and the print of there, but what's the process behind some of that?
Yeah, so first of all, like before like the NFT is created, so we have a group of like a verifier in our network. First of all, you need to bring your luxury asset to the verifier first to verify to make sure it's an authentic item before it convert to NFT. And our professional verifier, they are like those expert, like actually those like retailers in-house verifiers. So they are really professional. They are a really professional verifier. So they will be able to tell if that is a fake or a authentic item.
Are those all over the world, or is there like a geographical location where most of them are right now, and you're growing? Where are those verifiers?
Since like we partner up with different retailers in different countries,
Okay.
so if, for example, if you live in US, we will be able to go to those partners we have in US to do the verification.
That's pretty cool. So there is, we're starting to get a few questions also about a token that powers LuxFi. And I don't want to talk too much. We don't talk about token valuations on the stream or anything like that. But tokens do power incentive mechanisms. And so, if you could talk a little bit about like what is the purpose? Is there going to be a token? And if so, what is the purpose of the token in this network? What does it do?
The tokens, when you like verify your item, right? So there's like some charge you have to pay for the verification fee, and when you mint the NFT on our platform, since it's the asset back, so there's some charge you have to pay for the minting fee as well. And when you list the item on our platform, the NFT marketplace, so that's a listing fee, and also we will have like different tiers, the memberships for our user. So so that's something like, for example, you can buy things with like a big discount, or you'll be able to buy some like limited editions with the original retail price.
Cool. Solomon, I see your question in the chat too, but we're not going to talk about tokenomics right here. I'm going to send you to LuxFi's website and communities and other AMAs where they may discuss that. We're sticking to kind of product use cases here. As this is, Chainlink feed, this data is really interesting in terms of smart contracts and what you can do with them. Imagine collectible sneakers worth, I don't know how much money or whatever the prices say, but using that as collateral to borrow something, and you've got that NFT. So potentially you can transfer that digitally as well and lock that up in a smart contract and take out a stablecoin loan. That's really interesting in the collectibles market for luxury goods or whatever collectibles it happens to be. There's a lot of similarities here where I don't want to lose my sneakers, right? That I worked really hard to find, and I got this great deal, and now they've risen in value. I want to be able to keep those, but I also want to use them. If I can deposit them and there's collateral in there that I can earn yield on my sneakers, that's pretty cool. And so the ability to do that and use that data, as it says here on the Oracle, use that data in smart contracts is a cool potential.
Yeah, exactly. That's a really great use case you just gave out. And so, but yeah.
A few people are also asking about, who are, and I had a question about this too. We talked about who are these appraisers. It sounds like they are human people, right? They're experts who do this regularly. Anton asks, how do you avoid human errors? I'm going to tell you, Anton, you can't avoid every human error. We are humans after all. But it sounds like, you're using this network of experts around the world who are deep in this luxury goods industry. Is that right?
Yeah, that's correct. And also we partner up with another authentication device company as well. So they use the AI algorithm to verify the products. So you'll be able to just scan the product and able to tell if that's an authentic item.
That's really interesting. I wonder how they do that, but we'll get into the technicals of that another time. I'll dig deep into the machine learning algorithms there. These are great questions. Thank you so much to the community. I really appreciate you guys asking really good questions. And thank you, Aidaa, for answering them. Threw you some questions that you were not expecting, but I really appreciate you doing that. I want to give the audience a chance to ask a couple of questions here, but I also want to learn kind of what's next coming up for LuxFi on the roadmap. What are our next steps?
Yeah, can you share the screen for our roadmap, please?
Oh, I missed this cool one. Oh man, look at this. Here's all the different things you can learn about this watch. Somebody else was asking.
Yeah, so actually this is a product fingerprint slides. So how the viewer asset is associated with the digital NFT on blockchain, and also like each product after they convert to NFT, they will have the NFT card. So the user will be can just scan the card to read all the product information.
Cool, interesting. Anton is asking a quick question. So, Anton, I posed that as a potential use case. I don't know anybody who's doing that where you can keep the NFT and use the sneakers, but that is a potential use case where you could use an NFT of sneakers to stake into a smart contract protocol. So if somebody would need to build that as part of a lending protocol, but just right now, like lending protocols, they accept digital assets, and some are working on accepting NFTs as collateral to be able to then take out loans on the value of that. If these are NFTs and somebody wants to take on that risk, that's a potential use case. So Anton, I'm not saying that's happening. I don't know anybody who's doing that, but I hope somebody tries that.
But you're right, Andy, you're right. So that's something on our roadmap as well for the next
cool.
year. Yeah.
So well, speaking of the roadmap, let's get to it. Okay, cool. What do you have coming up?
So so we will have a public NFT auction sales from September 26th to October 3rd. Before our IDO, and our IDO is on October 6th. And for the NFT auction sales, so we will give out like about 1,000 NFT for the auctions. So we are now currently, like for our roadmap, we are now currently forming a different strategic partnership with technology companies and onboarding luxury goods retailer to convert their inventory to NFT. And we are building the world first real asset-backed NFT marketplace for luxury assets. So it is expected to be launched by the end of this year. For the phase 1 of the NFT marketplace will be for the professional sellers, brands, and retailers to sell their luxury assets. For the phase 2 of the marketplace will be for individuals. So asset owners will be able to convert their real assets to NFT and then sell on our platform. And for the decentralized financing, using you just mentioned earlier, so will be in our Q2 2022 this year.
Excellent. Well, we don't hold people strict to dates on this show. I don't, at least, because I know how engineers work. So I won't get you in trouble with your CTO on timelines there or anything like that. But this is awesome to see the roadmap that's coming up and the things that you guys are working on. Interesting to see, gaming projects in here as well, and the tie-ins with a lot of luxury or custom items and collectibles as well. So Tatiana regrets donating her Versace dress and Dior handbag 10 years ago. You could have kept it, just like me and my cool Prada wallet. We're going to try it out on LuxFi and see what happens. Sorry, Tatiana. Cool, Aidaa. Where can people sort of get involved? What are the best places to kind of get involved with LuxFi and track what you guys are up to and your progress?
Can you go to the next slide, please? Our social media QR code. So please follow us on Telegram, Twitter, Medium, Facebook, Instagram, and Reddit.
I have a few of those links down below in the YouTube description, so you can go check that out. Aidaa, I really very much appreciate your time. It was a blast getting to know you and learn about LuxFi and really hear about this really interesting sort of data provider feed and new sort of data that we're dealing with. Very much appreciate it. Thank you for coming on. I'd like to catch up again in a couple months and we'll see where LuxFi is. Does that sound okay?
Yeah, sure. Yeah, thanks, Andy, for having us today.
Oh, my absolute pleasure. All right, I'm going to talk to everybody for a minute. I will talk to you later, Aidaa. Bye.
Bye.
Hey, everyone. What a cool interview. What a cool project. I love seeing new data types come on, and my imagination runs wild of different, DeFi protocols you could make by collateralizing sneakers or whatever it happens to be. Like and subscribe. Help me out. Hit those YouTube buttons. We do these AMAs and Q&As throughout the weeks. We've got some more next week. Got another one tomorrow. I got Benchy from Avalanche blockchain on tomorrow, and then a couple more next week, and we're always scheduling more. So please like and subscribe the video, share, and join the Chainlink communities. Join Telegram, join Discord, and stay in touch with us. If you know of a project that you know is integrated with Chainlink, you want to hear from them, reach out to me, DM me, hit me on Twitter, tell me, and we'll see if we can get some of these projects on. Can't get everybody, we can get a lot of people, so we can absolutely try to do that. Tatiana and Anton and Mimi and Bees and everybody, thank you for your great questions. I very much appreciate it. It's always nice to talk to folks when there's good questions to make sure you guys are engaged as well. Very much appreciate that. Thanks for moderating, Kevin. Didn't have too much hard work to do, I hope. Everyone, I'll see you guys. Hey, tomorrow, come back. It's tomorrow on Chainlink Live.